What does that have to do with anything, Xiao? Xiao keeps saying that jiu-jitsu is gay, and this was supposed to be a striking video because striking videos are way more popular than grappling videos. But
Oh, no, it's just business.
it's not gay, Xiao. Get back here and let me squeeze your neck with my thighs.
Hey, keep your homosexual urges in check, white man.
It's Ramsey Dewey over here in Shanghai, China at the Extreme Fight Club because we're extreme now. That's right, it's the Fight Lab, not the Fight Club. I keep saying that wrong. I keep saying the Extreme Fight Club, but it's the Fight Lab. It's a laboratory because we're scientists here.
Back when we were called the UFL, if you call it Ultimate Fight Club, it would be UFC.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
That would have been like worse copyright infringement than it was when it was UFL. Anyway, we're going to talk about sidekicks today. Actually, we're not going to talk. We're going to, we're going to do sidekicks today. Yep. Here's a really simple setup for the turning sidekick. What is the turning sidekick? Here, Xiao, hold that target for me, please. A turning sidekick is a back leg sidekick. So I'm going to turn, and I'm going to kick with my back leg. Let's do that a few more times. Turn, and kick. Here, let's switch sides. So I'm going to rotate all the way. My lead foot will pivot, and I will kick. A couple of precautions. Film my feet. Look at those feet. Stare at the feet. So my lead foot is going to turn 180 degrees around when I kick. My foot starts pointing in the direction of my target, and then it will pivot all the way around and point away from my target, right? Now, if I stand directly in front of Xiao and I do this turning side kick, boom, that's great if he's holding the pad. But here, put that pad down and imagine we're sparring for a minute. If I throw it like this, he's probably going to evade it easily. So instead, here's a very, very simple setup. Imagine we're boxing for a minute, and I rotate this way. Xiao squares up with me. I rotate this way, and Xiao squares up with me this way. Why? Why does he square up? Why does he turn with me? Here, Xiao, hold still for just a minute. If he doesn't move, Xiao, stay here right now. Don't move. And I move in this direction. Now I could hit him on the side of the jaw as he tries to disprove everything by hitting me with his sidekick. Xiao, stay perfectly still for the demonstration. There we go. So if he doesn't move, I can get him. But he won't do that. He will never let that happen. So I'm going to capitalize on that. I'm going to take this step over here. Why? Because I want him to square up. Boom. So I can land that kick. So again, we're sparring. I take this step. Boom. I load up my turning back here.
It's called a turning sidekick, you noob.
So it's a little bit different than simply pivoting, because I'm taking this step, I'm turning out this standing leg, chamber, and then kick. So I step, he squares up, boom. I step, he squares up, boom. Step, boom. One more time, step left, kick right. Step left, he squares up, boom, kick right. Xiao is a southpaw. He was going orthodox for this demo, but he's a southpaw. Now you might be wondering, what do you do if you're fighting open stance like this? From either side, we have a brilliant opportunity. Instead of setting up, just a mirror image of what I just showed you, we're going to do a turning back kick instead. So now I'm going to step over here, boom, and throw the turning back kick. One more time, step, boom, turning back kick with the right.
You can use the front leg.
Boom. You can. I can step right there, boom, side kick with the lead, or step here, boom, turning back kick with the back. Here, let's turn here. Again, open stance. I'm going to step toward the open stance, boom, lead leg side kick, or boom, back leg, turning back kick. Here, Xiao, you go and do the same thing. Boom, right? Or lead leg side kick, boom, right? One more time on the other side.
Pretty sure Stephen Thompson did this.
Probably. Seems like something he would do.
You know, that actually sounds a lot like something Xiao would do. This guy loves side kicks and back kicks. like to an extreme degree. Where, oh where, did Xiao get the crazy idea that sidekicks actually work? I wonder.
One more time. Step, boom, turning back kick. All right, so that's a nice simple setup for either the lead leg side kick or boom, that back kick. Capitalizing on your opponent's most basic intelligent movement. A big problem people have with their setups. Something I see a lot is that people they'll base their game plan on their opponent's mistakes. Let's see what the other guy's doing wrong and then capitalize it. Okay, if you're fighting a guy who makes a lot of mistakes, but how often does that happen?
Picking on the noobs.
If you're picking on the noobs, exactly. We don't want to develop game plans that only work on the noobs, that only work on people that suck. We want to develop game plans that are high percentage, that work on most people most of the time. So we have to think, we have to ask ourselves, what do most people do to intelligently defend themselves? If I step over here, he is going to square up if he's intelligently defend himself. If I step here, if he intelligently defends himself, he squares up there. So I count on that. I'll step here, boom, and I will use that setup based on his probable reaction, which is what? Squaring up with me. Now he's presented this nice square target of the torso, boom, for that heel. Thank you for watching. Now get out there and train.
Let's share with your viewers my astute observation.
What astute observation is that, Xiao?
Bruce Lee's movie Enter the Dragon is an obvious sexual innuendo because the dragon is an obvious phallic symbol and Enter the Dragon. Please don't ban me, YouTube.
Wait, I'm confused. If it's a phallic symbol or a phallic symbol and you enter it, what's going on there exactly?
No, I mean you are not entering the dragon itself, but like...
Are you saying the dragon is entering?
Yeah, the dragon is entering. There you go.
I'm so confused.
Stop pretending to be innocent, Ramsey.
No, I'm
You have
confused.
children.
I'm confused by the semantics of this situation. Like, enter the dragon, is that supposed to mean like... Okay, sexual innuendo aside, Xiao's dirty mind aside, if you... I've always been confused about this. Like, what does that mean, enter the dragon? Is this based on like a Cantonese saying or a Chinese saying that I'm not familiar with? Is it?
No, the Chinese name is 猛龙过江. I think it means the fierce dragon crosses the river. So it's something entirely different. I think it's supposed to mean Bruce Lee's entry into Hollywood. But hey, Bruce Lee is a very loose man. He did die in the bedroom of a beautiful Hong Kong actress while he's doing some entering with his dragon. Oh my God.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. But if you read like a screenplay or a play and it says like enter stage right, enter Romeo, enter Juliet, something like that, if we're looking at a Shakespeare play, it's like this character is entering. So from that context, I've always understood like, Bruce Lee is Li Xiaolong, the little dragon in Chinese, right? So it's like Bruce Lee, the little dragon, is entering the stage, if you will, for, I don't know, that's how I've understood it. But there are so many other ways to look at that.
That's a good observation. I wasn't aware that's how it's written in the script. So
maybe it's an imperative, like enter, dragon. I command you.
Didn't the script writer write the name Braithwaite so that Bruce Lee has a hard time pronouncing because he hates Bruce Lee's guts or something?
Oh, I've never heard that.
Apparently, that's a fan theory. It may not be true.
Braithwaite. I do remember Bruce Lee saying that name, and he like says it very slowly and deliberately, like Braithwaite. It's
Who even has that name?
I know a guy named Braithwaite. My friend Adam, his last name Braithwaite. Shout out to... No, I don't believe he is.
Hello, Mr. Braithwaite.
What does that have to do with anything, Xiao?
That is that kind of name.
Oh my goodness.
Will Xiao finally learn his lesson that jiu-jitsu isn't gay? Tune in next time as he is dragged to the floor and dominated by sweaty, muscular men who climb on top of him and... Wait a minute. Who wrote this script? Xiao! Did you get in my notes? Xiao! Xiao, come on, man. Not cool.
No, it's just business.
Not cool.
It's not gay, Xiao. Get back here and let me squeeze your neck with my thighs.